Today's sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Shields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this one's incomplete.
Shields.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Incomplete.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Shields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Austin McGinnis on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Shields. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Snell again. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Snell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
The score, Steelers 7, Broncos 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Locke working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Broncos 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Snell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
The 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Shields. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Shields pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Shields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Shields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Shields. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Shields pass.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Trying to run for it with Snell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, Shields. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up
second and goal from inside the 5. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
At their own 25-yard line.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
7-yard line.
As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 37-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields completing it to the right side. Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
From the gun, Shields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Shields. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Snell yet again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's locked. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They're going to run again with Snell. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Westbrook now on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Shields able to hit his target, Claypool. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. D.D. Westbrook, 97 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. It's up, it's true, as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run the counter. Snell, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Shields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Crawford. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Lock now on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Today's final score, Steelers 23, Broncos 10.